Hello, and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa, and I live in Michigan with my husband and my two girls. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 104. Got my summer sock camp mug from Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. And here's the cabin I will be in. Magic Loop cabin. That is something that I added in her spread shirt shop. You can add text or whatever you want on your mugs, and it's very nice. I like it. And today is Sunday, June 6th, 2021. And I have Cinnamon Toast Crunch Creamer. That is my first cup of the day, so it might take me a while for the caffeine to kick in. But I'm feeling good. I slept really good last night considering it was so hot. It's so hot. We'll talk about weather later, but when it's hot, I usually don't sleep well, but I slept good last night. So, this is a podcast about knitting, not about sleeping and weather. Knitting, crocheting, sometimes cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. If you're new, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. You can find all the show notes right down there. I'll have links to all the things, where you can find me on Instagram, my Ravelry group, patterns, bags, yarns, all that good stuff. I have 3 finished objects, 4 works in progress, or WIPs. I have a giveaway winner to announce. I have stash, stats, and stash dash, reading and watching, and kind of a stash acquisitions. It was a gift. And you might hear chainsaws today. It is way too hot up here to have the windows closed, so I hope that it's not that annoying. Yes, it is, but I didn't say what time it was. Not that I usually. It is 10:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is already 80 degrees out. It's hot. I need to have the windows open today. All right, finished object. I guess we'll talk about this one so I can take it off because, oh my, it's hot. I finished My Vertices Unite by Stephen West. Alright, I'm taking it off because I thought I could do it, but I can't. So look, I figured out the stripey I-cord bind off. I used Knit Pick Stroll for that, black and white. I blocked it. I was going to, I have a set of 12 blocking mats. 12 blocking mats is not enough to block this beast, so I had to order another set of blocking mats. Not a big deal. I will use them in the future. And they were supposed to come today, but actually they came Thursday. So I blocked this bad boy, and it took like only a day to dry. I don't know if it's because it was hot, because it's thin fingering weight, but oh my, I love this black and white. It was the right decision for my scrappy Vertices Unite. It's massive. I used all Knit Picks Felici scraps. Oh, look at the drape on this. Up. So yes, I finished it. It's blocked. All the ends are woven. Pretty much all of them I wove in using the Weavin' Steven video on YouTube, which is magical. Go watch that video. So I really didn't have, I had like my ends, this end, and like this end to weave in. That was it. After I blocked it, I snipped them, and ta-da! Oh, I love this so much. So drapey. Oh, it's so beautiful. I wish it was cold so I can wear it. Shucks. Alright, finish object number 2. I usually show socks first, but I had to get that off because, whoa, it's hot. Look at these shorty socks. This is Desert Vista Dye Works Monopoly. This is the Monopoly board and the Monopoly money. The heels, toes, and cuffs are in Lolo Did It, Coal Miner's Daughter. These are a gift. Oh. I love these. I do afterthought heel. I have sock whips, so I'll talk about my needles and whatnot. I do mine cuff down and 64 stitches. Oh. I love these. All right. I need to move this. Oh, I love this so much. All right, last finish object. Ah, look, guys, I finished it. I'll put it on. This is also a gift. And it is long enough where you could double loop it if you want a nice tight cowl. Oh, look at that. I love it. This is also a gift. Paint pan cowl. I have been talking about this for feels like 3 months, maybe 2 months. I don't remember when I cast it on. The background gray color is Knit Picks Stroll Ash. The red and purple is also Knit Picks Stroll. And then the rest are from here to this blue are Pineapple Yarns mini set. I love it. I blocked it. I did a lot of blocking this week. Kincher the ends. I'm getting a little better. It's still a little messy. It's still messy. But if you wear it in your back and you double loop it, I mean, you really have to stare at it. I don't know what it is. I Kitchener all the time, but doing it in the round is still a little tricky for me. Alright, that is all my finished objects. And my nose is itchy. I feel like I need to sneeze. Alright, all of my finished objects. Now we'll go into whips. And my summer sock camp bag by Stolen Minutes. Is that backwards for you? Maybe it's not backwards for you. My nose still itches. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I have a hoe. I have a hoe. I really wish that chainsaw man would knock it off. Chainsaw man. We've been sawing for a half hour now. I think it's time to take a break. Look at this. This is Desert Vista Dye Works Summer Sock Camp 2020. I don't think you can get this anymore. I'm sorry. I think she had this out for a little bit and then she retired it. So I don't know, maybe I'll come back next year. And these are for my Desert Vista Dye Works sock cal that she's doing over on Revelry, where you knit a pair of socks with her yarn. 1 pair for the month. You have to start them on the 1st or later, and you have to finish them by the end of the month. I'm really close. It's like this close. Here's my second sock. Look. I'm doing the heel. So close. So I do mine magic loop. I use a Chogu 2.5 millimeter, which is a US 1.5. 64 stitches. I do an afterthought cut-in heel. I use the Kirby Werby video. So it's cut in. I knit 5 rows before I do the decrease, and that is what I've done. So now I can start decreasing. I will finish these today. I know it's Scrappy Sunday, but this is gonna bug me if I don't finish these today. And they're matching. I had a little snafu with the, I wasn't thinking, with the yarn. So I wound the cake up, and I'm like, okay. Sometimes usually I split them into 2 balls. I don't knit them 2 at a time, but for matching purposes I do that. And I forgot to do that. I just wound it up. And as I was going along, I'm like, I want these to match. So I had to cut out some yarn. I don't like doing this because I waste it. Because this is not enough to put in my blanket. So if you want them to match, you should split the ball in 2. I mean, I have enough, but I don't know if I have enough to do shorties now. Oops. I don't know. We'll see. I'll weigh it. Maybe I will. I'll just have to do contrasting stripes, or heels, toes, and cuffs. So yeah, these are almost done. And for my longer socks, I like to have the toe in the heel, or the toe in the heel, the toe in the cuff to like pretty much fold in half. That's how I like my long socks. So, yep. I don't know, nothing else to say about this, but I will finish these today. And I cast these on Tuesday, the 1st. Look at me go. Alright, take that off the sock blocker. Alright, that is all. That way, my foot's already fallen asleep. What's the deal? I'm like sitting like this because I'm sideways on you. That's okay. Alright, whip number 2. Also in a bag by Stolen Minutes. Stolen Minutes. It's still backwards. It's probably not for you, right? My kitty bag. This is a new whip. I didn't show the tag for that one, but that's okay. I told you what it was. This is Pineapple Yarn. And I believe you can't get this one either because it was it says Sun, July 2020. So I'm assuming it was a club of some kind. A monthly sock club. This is a sock set. Comes with a 50 gram for the main color and 20 gram mini. And I'm going to do shorty socks. This was a gift from Amy of Happy Little Yarn. And I love this so much. Alright, here's the cake. Look, I'm knitting socks that aren't self-striping, guys. What? Do you feel okay, Lisa? Oh, look at that mini. It's looking more neon yellow, but it is neon green. And I love it. So I'm going to do heels and toes in this color. And here's what I have. Oh, look at this. I'm going to put my heels right here. My A heel. These other stitch markers are kind of my rows. So these are going to be shorty socks. For me, Magic Loop ChiaoGu's Red Lace 2.5 millimeter, which is a US 1.5. I do 32-inch cord, 64 stitches. I do 12 rows of 2x2 rib. Oh. Yeah, I'm loving these. These are going to be perfect summer socks. It is way brighter in person. That green in there is a neon. My camera's not doing it justice. It's going to be probably difficult to take pictures of these. But, yep, toes and heels are going to be in this color. Shorty socks for me. I usually do 74 rows for my shorty socks for me. And I put my heel at row, I do 5 rows of leg, and then I put my heel. 12 rows of 2x2 rib. And that's how I do my shorty socks. So this is Summer Sock Camp pair number 2. I will keep you all updated to see how many socks I can knit during this 3-month period. I don't have my book with me, but I think in May I knit 6 pairs of socks. Now I think 4 of those were shorty socks. So yes, we'll see how many I can knit in 3 months. And the Summer Sock Camp is a knit along hosted by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady over in her Ravelry group. So go over there. It doesn't cost anything. You just knit socks, and whatever method you use, you post them in that thread. No whips. Yeah, it's fun. If you love to knit socks, you should hop on board. My stomach's making some weird noises too. I don't know if you can hear that. All of the weird noises. Alright guys, this is when I'm going to say I lost my marbles. I don't know what in the world I was thinking. Part of me's like, I probably should stop doing this. This is crazy. But I think I'm just going to continue. So I finished my Vertices Unite. And I'm like, I really want to make another shawl. But I don't want to buy any yarn. I need to, like, beef up my tonal and variegated stash because I have, like, 0 to, like, just pick some skeins and make a shawl. I just don't have any. I have tons of self-striping. So I decided. You guys are going to think I'm crazy. That's okay. I am crazy. I cast on another Vertices Unite. What am I doing? What am I doing? So this is going to be another scrappy version because I have tons of scraps. This one I'm going to use tonal, variegated, speckled, leftover bits. I'm not going to do self-striping, but I'm probably going to be striping them. So it's still going to be stripy. So this is what I have done so far. I wanted to make another shawl, and I didn't want to buy yarn, and I knew how to make this scrappy version, so why not? We're going to go for it. And stash dash. We'll talk about how much meters that shawl was in a little bit, but yeah. I'm using my interchangeable Chaku needles, so I get to use these. In my Vertices Unite, my first one, I had to buy a new cable, I said. Did I say that last week? So the longer cable worked, and so now I have all the needles, all the blocking mats, all the yarn to make another one, so I'm just going to do it. I wanted to cast on the Painted Honeycombs by Stephen West, but I think I'm going to wait and use my advent calendar for that, because that would be a lot of yarn. I'll just open them all up in December, and then after I open them all up, I will figure out a background color so that, I would do it as I went, but then I would be afraid that I have a gray background and there's a gray that's pretty much the same color, and so I want them to pop. I want the colors to pop. So that's my plan. I don't know. Do I need another Vertices Unite? Probably not. So these are Hue Loco minis. Most of my minis are going to be like 20 grams or less. 20 to 10 grams. I'm not going to use all these. This is section 1. I'm just going to do it for a little bit more and then I'm going to switch it up. I'm just going to make it scrappy and crazy. I'll be using Row 1 minis because I have a ton of those. I'm using US 4 needle. Yeah, I'm just showing it to you. You're probably sick of looking at it. But, yeah, I've lost it. I've lost my marbles. Yep. It's like, I want to work on socks too, but sometimes I need a break. So I might be working on that for an hour or 2 a day. Maybe a lot today because it's Scrappy Sunday. So yeah. You guys think I'm crazy for casting another one on right after I finished one? Have you ever done that with something? Let me know if you have, so I don't feel as crazy. Alright, my last whip. Oh, come here. Ooh. My granny stripe blanket. Over on my Instagram, I finally laid this all out on the floor and took a picture. Wow, it's a beast. Alright, I gotta unfold it. I don't like unfolding it because it's hard to fold. That's okay. Gotta show you how much progress I got done. Where are you, stitch marker? There you are. So I got another about 4 inches done. I'm using all Knit Picks Fleechy Scraps. This is the granny stripe blanket pattern. I'm using a hook. This is crochet D 3.25 millimeter. This is a clover hook. I like it. I wind up all of my, not all of them, my Felici scraps in Magic Knot Ball. I just grab a few, wind them up into a ball about this size. I'm going to finish this ball, and then I want to see where I'm at, because I want to finish this for Stash Dash. And it's getting to the point now where if I'm laying on the couch, it's covering my feet. And yeah, it's like when I'm working on it, it's like my chest area here. So I feel like it's almost done. So I don't know, maybe I'll do like 2 more balls of this size and call it a day. I don't know, I really want to finish this. Last time I weighed it, I don't know if I have my notes for that still. It was like, yep, I do. At the time when I weighed it, it was going to be 4,326 meters for Stash Dash. So I've added, I don't know if I put a marker here. You can't see it because it's a light bulb stitch marker. But that's where I started when I first worked on it. So I added about 8 inches. So, I don't know. I've been working on this in the evenings because we have the air conditioning on, but in the evenings I like to turn it down a little bit so it's not as hot. I don't know. During the day our air is set for like 78. Sometimes more if it's hotter outside. Just to be nice to our air conditioner. I don't like when it's like 73 in the house. I get cold, and if it's like 80 or 90 degrees out and I am inside with blankets on and a sweatshirt, I can't have that. It just drives me bonkers. So anyway, the air is on in the evenings, and I'm not hot working on this in the evenings, so that's what I've been doing. Oh, I love this so much. And it's massive. I chained 362 stitches, I believe. And it won't fit on the screen. But yeah, this is my blanket, and I love it. So I'm going to move my marker now. Move my marker. There we go. So now I'm ready for for this week. Alright, that is all of my finished objects. Whips. That is all of my whips. Alright. Probably should have announced the giveaway way before all of this, but I didn't. We'll do it right now. Hopefully they are still watching. Alright, I had my 100th episode giveaway over on Ravelry. I locked the thread. I picked a winner using random number generator. And here is the winner. JT Firework Knitter. If that is you, please contact me on Ravelry or Instagram. I'm 72 Stitches on both places. Give me your name and your address, and I will send out that prize as soon as possible. I need to go to the post office and send out a birthday gift. I would like to do both of them at the same time, but if I can't, I can't. Wait and see. Alright, we'll talk about stash stats and all that good stuff, and then we'll get into my gift. Alright. These for stash dash. I finished 4 things between when it started and, which I think was May 28th through yesterday. That's how I'm just doing it weekly. And now they're making some weird noises. Oh, they're putting in a fence. That's what they're doing. Sorry. So I finished that rainbow cowl that I showed last week. That was 143 meters. These Monopoly socks were 182 meters. This paint pan cowl was a big one because it was fingering weight held double. This was 1,743 meters. And my Vertices Unite was 1,222 meters. Which is why I wanted to cast another one on. Because I have decided that I'm shooting for 15,000 meters. I'm doing it. If I finish that blanket, I got this. So that is a total of 3,290 meters for week 1. Week 1 of Stash Dash is always very large because I have these big projects. I wait till Stash Dash starts and then I finish them. So weeks ahead we'll probably not have a lot. But that's fine. So yes, that is Stash Dash. Stash stats. Say that 10 times fast. Alright, in May I had 135 skeins. I used 6. I added 4, which is not that bad. So here I broke it down into categories. Patton's Cray I have 18. Knit Picks Fleechy 26. I like how that's getting down there. Ooh, my Indie died. I need to work on that. 74. What's that? Red Heart. I'm reading it backwards. 3 West Yorkshire Spinners 8 and Regia 3. The Red Heart I use for my dad's slippers. So I already made those for the year, so that's what I got. Yeah. So that's how I have it divided. I did buy some So I don't really have any stash today to show, but next week, look out, because I made some purchases, and they're probably all going to come next week. One was supposed to come today, or yesterday, but it didn't. That's fine. So starting for June, I have 132 skeins of yarn in my stash. Yikes, that's a lot. It doesn't feel like a lot here, but when I count it all up, whew, that's a lot. All right. I need to move my leg again. All right, we'll talk about my gift that a lovely viewer sent me. She is Mama Nevin on Instagram. Look at this. She sent me a big bag of Felici scraps. Some of them I have never used. Like this one. It's called Bubble. I've never used this one. And there's like this green one. It doesn't have a tag, which is fine. I told her I didn't need them. I never used this one. Oh, I wish they would come bring this back. This is all green. This is for me. Let's see. I remember this one, but I don't know if I made socks with it. There's a Christmas one in here. I did not knit with this one ever. I haven't knit with this one. I don't know what this one is. But I like it. So I'll be putting these in my blanket. And there was one more in here. I knit my very first pair of socks with this colorway. I think it's... Oh, I don't know what it's called. No, I don't remember. But this was my first pair of socks in this color. So I thought that was neat. Yeah, pretty much all the other ones I've seen before. But thank you so much. They're going to be going in my blankets. She also sent this little, look at this guy. A little soft, what are those called? Yarn cozies? Cake thingy majiggies. But oh look, it's a little cute sloth. Yes. So these will be going in my blanket. If they don't go in my granny stripe, they're going in my marled blanket. I kind of want to get that out. I would love to finish that for next year's Stash Dash, because that's Fingering Weight held double, and oh man, if I just finish that, I probably won't have to finish anything else for Stash Dash. Alright, so that's all the stuff I got to show you. We'll do reading and watching real quick. I guess I feel like I rushed today. Did I rush? Sorry if I did. I think the noise outside was distracting me, and I didn't want it to be too annoying. Sorry if it was. Alright, reading and watching. I finished The Whisper Man. That book was creepy. If you like creepy books, read it. I recommend that you don't read it right before you go to bed like I did. Let's see. And I'm currently reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I have not finished that yet. I had a hard time listening to audiobooks this week for some reason. I just didn't feel like reading this week. I don't know what I did. Probably listened to a lot of my audio podcasts. Probably trying to catch up with those. So yeah, it's just that one. I started a new book last night, but I didn't write down what it was. So I will write it down in the show notes and share it next week. Something about January and 1,000 doors. Something like that. I will write it down next week and share it. Watching. My husband and I are watching Stargate Season 2. That's a rewatch. We are going to start Battlestar Galactica Season 4. Also a rewatch. And I am watching Fargo Season 2 on my own. I need to finish that season up before school ends. And then we're probably gonna, I'm gonna go back and watch some of the older Doctor Who's with my kids. They enjoyed those. I think we left off on Doctor number 4, which is my favorite. One of my favorites of the older ones. Tom Baker, yes. So I would have been watching those throughout the year, but my kids really like watching them, so it will give us something to do during the summer. We're not gonna, like, binge watch. I need to find something to do. My kids to do this summer because they're gonna drive me crazy. All right, that's it for that. Life stuff. Not much. My kids have 2 more weeks of school left. It's getting hot. It was like 90 yesterday, and it's going to be 90 today. I'm pretty sure it's going to be high 80s the rest of the week. Yuck. I say that is too hot for me. Husband is still working from home. Not sure. Nobody has said anything about them going back. I know they did a survey or asked people, and a lot of them wanted to stay home, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. But my husband and my kids are driving me crazy. That's all I got to say. I am dreaming of the house to myself for at least 6 hours a day. It's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. Okay, goals this week. I got my pen in my hand. Don't know why. Goals. I'm going to keep working on my granny stripe blanket. Pretty much every day. I think every night I worked on it, except for one, because I was doing that I-cord bind off on that shawl. Excuse me. Which is magical. It's not hard. Oh, and on my new Vertices Unite, I will be striping. I will be doing a black and white stripe on it. Yes. Because I already have enough. I have enough stroll to do that. So that's the plan for that. I forgot to mention that earlier. I'm going to finish those Desert Vista Dyeworks socks today. I would love to finish these ones today. Or not today. This week. I don't know. So much stuff I want to work on. So we're just going to work on all of it. Alright, I think that's it. I don't have anything else. I will have lots of stash next week. I bought a lot of Opal and Regia. Placed an order like last Saturday, and then Friday I ordered some more. It's okay. It's cheaper yarn, right? I'm still waiting on that. Fleechy. Where's the Fleechy? I'm starting to get nervous. I know it comes out in June, and I know it's June 6th, but I don't know when it's coming out. If it's coming out. Oh. Still waiting. So if you see it, direct message me on Instagram. Please and thank you. Alright, I guess I'll end it here. I'm just rambling now. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Also, ring the bell if you want to know when I have a new episode. I guess it tells you, emails you. I don't know. I usually don't talk about this stuff. Ring the bell if you want. If you have any questions or comments, I'll put them right down there in the comment box, description box, whatever, right down there. I do read them. And hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.